Law's 4-grain bourbon. Some people hate it. What's going on? Well, it's got a good color on it. So let's try it. I know why. Law's 4-grain bourbon. Some love it, some hate it. But is it worth it? Let's find out. Law's Whiskey House has been around since 2011, and they've become almost synonymous with Colorado bourbon, making waves in the industry with their no shortcuts approach. But some people love it, some people hate it. What's going on? Why? Well, let's find out. Let's explore it and see. Well, it's got a good color on it. Good amber color. The nose is very sweet. Kind of honey nose, very sweet nose. It doesn't jump out of the glass too much, but it does a little bit. I don't get tons on the nose. Kind of some, I don't know. To me, it's kind of an apple juice sort of note, but not quite, but just very light nose. So let's try it. Taste. At first is sweet, kind of a honey sweetness. It's very grain forward. The first thing you get are the grains, the corn, the rice spiciness to it, some of that wheat sweetness on there, and a little bit of maltiness. So it's a very complex palate. There's a lot to it. The grain forwardness of it. These are aged a minimum of 3 years for their basic offering for the Law's 4-grain bourbon. So a minimum of 3 years. Now, usually a mix. What I mean by that is, like any other distillery, they blend barrels to get the right flavor they want. And with this one, it's a lot of grain sweetness to it, a lot of honey, the pepperiness, and kind of a black pepper, almost tobacco-ish, but not quite. Very kind of spicy. And the lingering, the finish to it lingers a little bit. And it's very light and sweet, but it's not very oaky. And that's to be expected with the age of it. Let's go back for a second taste. You know, the spiciness, sweetness, pepper. It's all there. Kind of a honey granola. It's all very good, very delicious. Now, one thing I think I know why Law's isn't loved across the board. Couple things. One, they're all about the grain. It's all about they get heirloom grains for everything they have, whether it be the corn from the Whiskey Sisters in Burlington to the rye, the San Luis Valley rye. They have the Centennial wheat, the barley. All of it they use is all native to Colorado. And it's all a little different. It's not the same that they use in Kentucky. And they're highlighting that it's very much all about the grain and what it can provide. It's not very oaky. The barrel does have an impact to it. And obviously on the color, you can see there's a decent amount of impact on it, even for just at least 3 years. One thing I'm excited about is that recently they announced that starting in this is batch 27, but they announced that starting in batch 28, that they're going to be blending in older barrels. Some of their 10-year barrels and older barrels like that are going to be blended into their regular batch to kind of give that depth to their regular release. So I think that's going to improve personally, and I'm excited on where it's going. Now, they're all about highlighting the grains, all about being very local and very Colorado. It's not for everybody because of how grain forward it is. I personally like it, but if you don't like it, that's okay. Colorado has so much more to offer that you could try. But tell me what you think. Drop a comment, let me know. Do you like Law's and their 4-grain bourbon? I'd like to know. Now, Till then, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.